the work is your life, and your life becomes the work. So the way you treat the work is how you're naturally treating yourself. It's groundbreaking.
What are your what are some of your plans for the future?
Yeah. Future plans for me, obviously, is just to really be true to myself and really find what makes me happy in the creative process, and not trying to think about the award awarded part of doing something that you love, as much as understanding that the word award is just being able to do it. And I really want to be able to express myself, and my future is really bright. And I just want to have a good, positive attitude towards the world and my work, and just to show, you know, how, I was raised well. I'm raised by a good family, and I just want to be able to be forwarding and maybe be an inspiration to someone. My son's 15, so I definitely want to be someone positive in his life, and maybe one day, the things that I've done will set up, some roads for the future generation, and I can, it's not just, art can easily go into a selfish, like, realm. So it's for me in the future, I just want to be able to use what I'm doing to help people and bring people together, I think.
If you had any piece of advice for anybody who's an aspiring artist, maybe who's secretly making art or has
Okay.
a desire to and doesn't, and you could give them a word of advice, or maybe they're
Sure.
doing it,
Right, right.
whatever
Yeah,
piece
I
of
mean,
advice you got.
to be completely fair, and the best advice I would think would just be to continue doing it. I don't want to sound cliche, because persistence in this, if you're really trying to have a career outside of the hobby, and you really want to, like, that's your main source of, like, income, and I think that you just have to be persistent, and you have to really, like, look at the beautiful things and the real gradual successes, because it's the hardest thing to look at what you're doing from the inside in. And that's why a lot of people may deal with a lot of anxiety and a lot of depression when they're trying to work in the area of fine art, for sure. So I would say to just believe in yourself, and know that all the mistakes and the downtime is only lessons to learn for when you push through with the persistence and you get to those places, then you're eligible to deal with what's ahead of you. I think that's the best way to do it. And then that just goes into the work. It's vice versa for me. Is the work is your life, and your life becomes the work. So the way you treat the work is how you're naturally treating yourself. If you don't believe in the work, you don't believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, the work people can see. It's just like one of those things. It's like an old saying, you don't necessarily have to like people's work. Artists don't necessarily have to like other artists' work, but you can tell that they put the time. And you can tell that there's a formulating situation in that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just being true and persistent. Yeah, and believing in yourself is what I would think would be the highlight of the advice I could give, for sure.
Cool. Oh, with that being said, thank you for allowing me to interview you and allowing
Awesome.
me to come into your space.
Yeah, thank you for having me, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. Uh, John Black, thank you very much.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate it. Awesome.
Awesome.